Why does my husband have to be such a jerk? That's
Good
today.
afternoon, guys, and what's on the table today? And it's not her.
Well, okay, guys, really quick. My husband, this is what I use when I'm making items for treats or for table decor or fans. But my husband recently got a old car, and he wants to preserve the original documents that was inside the door because he doesn't want to lose it because it has the VIN number and everything, and the paper is starting to crumble, as you can see here. So we don't want to lose this information. So what we're doing today is we're going to laminate um, the actual document. So I am going to get ready and turn it on. And so this is just the standard Amazon Basics laminator. It says caution hot surface. Then it has the on button and the ready button. So then we'll know when it's time. I'm using this thermal laminating pouches. It looks like this before the document is in there. So while that's heating up, and it separates like this. So you just put them in there and put it through. So I'm letting that warm up, and I'm putting this back in here. So these come in 100 pouches. I don't remember exactly what I paid for. Let me see what it's going for on Amazon because I ordered it on Amazon. So let's see how much they are right now. Let's see. CJ, I'm live. I'm recording, baby.
Be live.
So a 200 pack is actually 25, and a 100 pack is 15.88. So that's not bad at all. So let's see how much the thermal laminator is. Amazon Basics laminator. So it's 23. It's a 9-inch thermal laminator, and it's $23.75. So that's what it's account. Then they have one that's bigger. I may actually go ahead and invest in the bigger one. It's a 12-inch thermal laminator, and it's actually $34.22. I mean, $34.22. So it's only about $10 difference, price wise. So that's not bad. I may go ahead and get me one, just to have, because it'll come in handy when laminating bigger items. So we're just waiting for that to heat up, and you can do this with a lot of different things. I know that my channel is mostly about craft apparel, but this is a craft. Redoing a car is a craft, and he uses a lot of the supplies that I use in my business for his business. So, for example, we both own a industrial sewing machine. So he uses his sewing machine for car interiors, and I use mine for tutus. He has a little bit of more heavy duty because he's sewing me more leather and things like that, heavier material, thicker materials. So he's actually the one that first told me about going heavy duty. In fact, my first semi-industrial sewing machine he purchased for me as a gift. That was my brother's sewing machine. So, and then we did the Juki, and he actually is the one that brought up just going with the servo motor and really explaining to me what the servo motor does and how much quieter it would be versus using the heavy duty machine. So it says ready. There's a green light that lights up. So then you just line it up. And so you have a few options. A letter size, 4x6, and card size. Is little markings on the front of the laminator. So I'm going to line it up with a letter size. And it grabs it and starts to pull it through on its own. You don't have to do anything. So you can see it's getting ready to come out the other end. See how the paper moved a little?
Still looks gorgeous.
Still good, still okay.
Just wanted to preserve the paper.
Oh.
Just wanted to preserve the paper.
Yep, preserve the paper. That's the goal. Okay, so one thing you have to be careful with is definitely with the old paper is that paper crumbles. And so it shifted a little bit, but it still preserved the actual paper. So that was the goal, is to keep the paper nice and neat. So that's done for him.
This is beautiful.
So,
and today is the car's birthday.
Yeah, the car's birthday is today. So
turned 35.
He turned 35 today. So that's done. So you can use this, like say for instance, I'm actually about to redo my guides that I use for my tutu making, my bow making. It's a good idea to laminate them. You can put them in frames and hang them up in your craft area. Actually, maybe that's what we'll do. I'll do a video and I'll record us laminating my guides that I use to make things. And then we can put them in frames and hang them up. That way we can really be able to see them. They'll be right behind me for reference while I'm doing any videos. That's a good idea. That's something that I definitely will do. Let me know if you guys have any questions about this. Now, this gets hot. And one thing I've noticed about it, it gives off a smell. It's not a horrible smell, but it's not a pleasant smell. It's a heating element smell. Kind of like when you first, I haven't used it that many times because mostly everything stays as paper. But when I make my fans for graduation, I use this. But it smells like when you first get a new heat press and you're heating it up for the first time, and it has that smell. But once you keep doing it, it gets better. So another thing I noticed, I'm looking at a book I got. So I went to the DAX show, and a lot of things, this book uses a laminated cover. So lamination is a good feature no matter what. You can actually make you, say for instance, if you do, what is it called, planners. You can laminate a planner cover so you can write on it, and then when you write on something, you can take the dry erase marker and erase it, write some more notes to keep up with stuff. So it's just some options for you to consider. Let me know if you have questions. I will link all the items I used today in the description. And if you have questions, let me know. Have a good one, guys. Talk to you later.
All right, guys. That's a quick episode of Craftique by Ro and what's on the table today. And we're out of here, guys. Whoopsh, whoopsh.